thank you for joining me once again. Please let me know if you can hear me so we don't have any issues or I'm not talking on my own. I see that you have started coming into this live stream. Here it's Saturday night and I thought why not making some code reviews. So I hope that you will enjoy them. Also in the live chat, please leave your comments and I will try to answer them as soon as I see them. But obviously the first thing that I would like to know is if you can hear me correctly. If this is your first time here, hi, how are you? My name is Eleftheria and once again, thank you very much for joining me. Well, without further ado, I think that we can start. First, I want to mention that if you want to be part of this review series, down in the description box I have left you a link, and in that link you can leave me your website, your project, and I will do my best to review it, obviously for free. The only thing that I will need for you is just the URL of your project. It can be anywhere, it can be on GitHub, on codepen, I don't know, like literally anywhere. So yep, also in the comments below, oh thank you Emily, thank you, that's saying that you can hear me perfectly, awesome. Yeah, also in the comments you can leave me your suggestions about the websites that we are going to see. So if you want to mention anything, if you want to mention an improvement or something else that would look amazing, also please do let me know so we can transfer everything to the person that made the website. Okay, cool. So one person sent me this link, and also you can find the link in the description box, and it says that it's a website. The problem here is that I will not go through these installations and this thing around here. I would prefer for you to send me just the URL so I can check your project as it is. So in this case I'm not going to do that, but I wanted for you to see it as an example, the things that I'm not going to do. So I'm not going to install or download anything, just give me your URL and I will do the review. Okay, now we have another example of a website. This website that you can see here, again, it's the link in the description box. You can also find that one. It's in France, and my only problem here is that, guys, I don't know French, so it will be quite difficult for me to review that project. I will do that quite quickly because obviously I cannot understand a lot of things from that website. The only things that I can understand is the bonjour and the je suis and then the name, but this is like obviously not enough to review a website. I can see some more comments right now, and thank you very much for your participation. I will try to answer those things soon. Hi, how did you get your first freelancing client? Do you use freelance websites? I will let you know, Ryan, a little bit later, okay? So maybe you can ask me guys question in the chat and I will do my best to answer them after I review those websites. Cool? Alright, great. So here some things that I want to mention are that I like the colors, I like the combination of orange and the gray here. I like that the menu is on the left, and I think that this is something modern and more people have started to integrate. Obviously as I go down now I can see some more things and some services. I like the animations, they are simple and they do the job that they are supposed to do. Sometimes the animations are like kind of too much and like the other person get distracted. So maybe an animation as it is, it's cool, but if you are trying to have the focus of the other person in the text or in what you're trying to say, maybe you don't want something very extra as an animation. And I feel that here we have a good animation, it's just enough and it does the job. So yeah, continuing, we have, I would guess, some other projects or services that this person is going to do. And that last part here is the contact me. And in the contact, I can see the Instagram and LinkedIn. I would suggest you here to first have the LinkedIn and then have the Instagram, because LinkedIn is more professional. And also, if you have Twitter, also do add that. And I would suggest you to first add the LinkedIn, then the Twitter, and then the Instagram. And even if you have like a GitHub, also do add that. Let's see what is going to happen if I click on contact. I think at least that this is contact. Yes, it says contact HTML, so you're good on that. I like that you have your phone here. I'm not very sure how practical is that, because maybe everyone can very easily contact you, but this also means spamming. So yes. Hi people in the chat, now I can see more of you. Hi, thank you very much for joining me. And I think that Dr. Code, I think that you also know friends, is that correct? And if that's correct, maybe you could have helped me here, because I'm not good with my friends. Okay. Okay, so we have a name, email, and then the message. I'm not really sure if I like that the color is changing. Maybe I would prefer that to be, gray. It could be simpler, and I think that it would look a little bit better. Okay, other than that, I'm not going to mention anything else, again, just because I don't know, the language is a bit difficult for me to understand what this person is going to say. I've checked it in a mobile form, and I think that it looks okay. Again, I don't mind seeing it like that. Let's actually check it from start, so I can see the home page. And here I saw like a minimal animation. I do like that. And as I scroll, again, I can see everything. So we don't have any issue with paddings and margins and stuff like that. It looks okay. Here maybe we do have like a small issue, because the other person has to scroll, and usually when we are on mobile phones, it's not very practical to scroll horizontally. It's okay obviously to scroll vertically, but horizontally it's not always like the best case, but it does look okay. So that was it for that project. Let's continue to another one, which is a portfolio, and I like this portfolio. It's minimal, it's simple, and it has everything that the portfolio should have. Let's see it. It says, hi, I'm Rithik, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, but yeah. So we have a photo of the person. I like that. And then the next thing that we see is what I do. I code and design how things work. Here you need to leave a space between this dot and the next letter, when. So when you push a button on a website and something happens, I code what happens. And here you also need a dot, so just be careful here. And this, since it's a question, I think that you could rephrase that, because it doesn't look so much as a question. I can have here the contact, and I will click on that in a bit. I will just scroll down a little bit for now, and it has more about me. Okay. You could maybe have that as about me and not more about me. Okay, just a small suggestion here. And also guys, in the chat, if you want to suggest me anything, just write it down and I will let you know about that. So it says, I build new projects just to tickle my brain. Again, you're missing a dot here. I use code to develop the parts of websites and apps that people see and interact with. Again, you need to leave a space here. Fonts and colors, forms and buttons, that's me. I'm not sure why you have capitalized here the first letter. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Or if you do capitalize it, then you should have it like fonts and colors, and here in the S you should also capitalize that one. But in general, I would prefer if you had like this letter as a small one. Okay. Then you have like top expertise, front-end developer with primary focus on JavaScript, and we can download your resume. Okay, that's awesome. It's nice that you have that link here. I'm not going to click it right now, but I guess that you have your resume. You have Python, JavaScript, blah blah blah. That's all nice and cool. So let's go on the right part. That again I can see this little photo here, this little image here, and you say find me on GitHub and LinkedIn. You do say GitHub and LinkedIn, but you also have Behance. So I would suggest you here to have find me on, and then just erase these two words, GitHub and LinkedIn, 3, and just leave it as it is. So find me on GitHub, LinkedIn, and Behance. That's cool, that's amazing. So let's just click on GitHub. Okay, links are working okay, I've already checked that. And then you have some of my past projects. You could say some of my past or latest. You have 3 of them. Now you have like code, and you also have like code, and again here you have like a similar theme. My issue here is that when I click on these links, and I tried that before the live stream, I'm being transferred into another page. As you can see here, I'm being transferred on GitHub, and before I was being transferred into the live coding. I would prefer you, and this is something general, to use those things as external links, meaning that they should open in a different tab. So I'm going to right click for now, and as you can see, it open in another tab. This is how it's supposed to be, because you don't want the user to leave your website. You want the user to be always on your website, but here you are being transferred somewhere else. So we don't want that. I think that this is a small change, so you could very easily like make these external links opening in a new tab. And of course, guys, in the chat, if you have like any other suggestion, like please let me know. Everything like here is the same. It should open in a different tab. Continuing, we have the get in touch, and this is simple. I like that it has name, subject, email, and message. Sometimes the subject isn't necessary, because it's not exactly like an email. When you write an email, you want to have a subject, but this is like getting in contact or getting in touch, so the subject may or may not be here. It depends, but it's okay. So the last thing that I would like to see here, and I don't see, is more of your social media. So maybe you have Twitter, maybe you have Instagram, obviously you have GitHub and Behance. So just leave them right here down in the bottom, and maybe copyright and some stuff like that. People usually want to see those things. If for example you do have Instagram but you're not using it professionally, then yes, obviously don't add that. But if you're using it in a professional way, or if you're using Twitter in a professional way, then it would be nice to find them. It would be nice for the user to be able to find them easily. Okay, continuing in a mobile form. It's nice. I like that I can see your name with a big font size, and I like that I can see everything as they supposed to be. Again, I don't have any issue with the paddings, with the margins and stuff like that. Another really cool aspect of that website that I didn't show you guys is this little thing right here. It says personalized theme, and theme settings will be saved for your next visit. If you're working as a front-end developer, you know that this is not like very hard to be done, but it's kind of cool, and it's something different. It's something that you don't see very usually on personal portfolios. So I like that I can see that that small thing here. It's nice, and it's also cool that your settings are being saved. So yeah, you can check it however you like. The only issue maybe here is that for the green color or the mint color, it's a little bit difficult to, like, the color difference is not big. It's white and mint, So the color difference is not very big, so maybe for a person that has some eye issue is a little bit difficult to be read. So maybe a small suggestion here would be to change the white color into something dark, maybe black, or something similar with that. And again, if you guys have any suggestion, leave me a comment and I will transfer it. Okay, that was for this beautiful website, and let's go to the last one. Again, you can find that link into the description box. For me, this theme, actually I'm pretty sure that this is a theme maybe for WordPress or something like that, because I can see all the standard things and all the standard colors. So actually this is also a website that I'm not going to go very deep, because it's like me reviewing a WordPress website. So I don't find a lot of value on that. I'm sorry about that. Again, you can leave a comment to let me know your thoughts. I think that the structure is pretty okay, and I think that you can find pretty much everything that you may want easily. But here I'm trying to help the developers on their personal projects and not, let's say, judge. I'm not judging, but I'm saying that I don't want to judge something that it's made from someone else. This theme was made by a developer, but it was not made by the developer who sent me that page. So if you want to send me something to review, I will review it, and I'm going to do that, as I said, for free, and I would be glad reviewing it. But please send me your own work and not the work by someone else. So that's why I'm also not going to say much about that website. I checked the links and everything works fine. I've also checked it in a mobile form and it looks kind of cool. I like that. So my general suggestions would be to try to make it maybe a little bit more modern, meaning that that theme looks, I don't want to say old, but definitely it's something that I could have seen 10 years ago. It's quite simple, and I don't say that in a bad way. I like simplicity and I like minimalism, but I think that this is something that we have seen a lot of times. We have seen everywhere this background, which is something like white. It's not white, but it's something like white, and then I have the white background, the gray tabs here with the blue. This is something that I have seen a million times, and I'm pretty sure, guys, that you would agree with me. This is something, I mean, it's not modern. This is my only issue with that. And if you are a young person, if you want to try something cool, then I would suggest you to be brave and do something that the other person is going to remember. For example, the website that we were seeing just before that one, it had that small things that you could personalize the colors. And it's something small, it's something that it's easily to be achieved, but I think it's something memorable, and we want that. We want things to be memorable. So, yep. That was it for this Saturday night. I hope that you liked my reviews. So now I'm going to transfer into the questions. The questions that I have so far, again, I'm going to read it again. It says, "Hi, how did you get your first freelance client? Do you use freelance websites?" If you guys have other questions, just write them down and I will try to answer them. As for the freelancing clients and the freelancing websites, I have used in the past 2 websites, the freelancer.com and the Upwork. In both of those websites, I have found some clients. I would say that it's a bit difficult to find clients, at least if you are a junior developer or a junior designer. The most important thing would be to have a portfolio to show to your clients, because your clients doesn't know you, and maybe you are a great developer, maybe you are a great person, but your client wants to trust you and you want to look trustworthy, and you can do that by having a portfolio and by answering to their questions quite quickly. So if they message you, try to find the time to answer their question and be as specific as you can be. Another small advice, if you're looking to go into the freelancing jobs, it would be to don't have like too high expectations. And obviously, I know that it's not a good thing, but obviously your first jobs are not going to be with a lot of money. I'm sorry about that, but you want to get a few people to know you, and again, as I said, you want to look trustworthy. So you will do that by having projects, and unfortunately by having your prices a little bit lower. But then as you gain clients, obviously you can also have a bigger salary. I don't know, guys, that was my quick advice, and I've also talked about freelancing jobs in one of my latest videos, so you can also check that. I think it was the fourth QA. So yeah, if you have any other question, just again leave it in the comments below and I will do my best to answer it. Alright guys, that was it for today. I hope that you all had a beautiful, amazing day. Please don't forget to leave me your website for a review. You can find in the description box a link, and here you can submit your own projects. I would love to do that. Have a beautiful night or have a beautiful day, and see you really soon with another review. Bye bye!